So people are saying this is sneaker of the year for 2023. In today's video, we'll find out if that's true. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Mike. Welcome to the Soul by Soul YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you like what you see in today's video, hit us with the like button. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do sneaker content, reviews, talking about the culture, everything in between. And today we have a very special pair in the white Cement 3 Reimagined. These release on March 11th for $210. I have them in front of me today on an early review because I got exclusive access. Now, I don't know how. I don't know why. I was doing something at the time, the group chat flared up, and I entered, and somehow I got the got 'em screen, and I'm very, very excited for today's review. So this sneaker right here is an OG. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield, and now Nike and Jordan, they're doing a Reimagined series. So we actually got the Lost and Founds that you see right here. This, I guess, was the first in the series to release, and now we're getting the Reimagined version of the Air Jordan 3s. You know, some of the OG specs are back, and they've added a little bit of flavor with the Reimagined look. I think as a sneakerhead, you can't ignore these, and we gotta dive into the detail. So won't you join me on this trip? Come a little closer. So let's start from the box. Of course, you get the Reimagined treatment, you know, the older kind of wear and tear box. We saw this first on the Lost and Found. They actually use a different lid altogether on this box, whereas the Air Jordan 3 box, you know, we get the frayed ends, we get the white showing, it's speckled, but it looks to be the traditional lid. And then you open it up. Do you see this paper, the cement paper? And we actually have this booklet that has the specs of the Air Jordan 3. So we didn't get as much of a storyline as in the Lost and Founds, you know, sort of that older vintage retail store paper with the pricing and some of the other elements to storytelling. But do you need them? Do you need them when you have this sneaker? Let's talk about the sneaker themselves. As you see on the upper, we have this nice premium white leather. They actually have, you know, a difference of leather between the different panels on the upper. Definitely that summit white, the white that shows very clear and potent. Love that. We see, of course, the cement patterning, and this is sort of a looser cement than we see in other models, but towards the heel as well as on the toe, you see the potent cement pattern. You see the vintage look, right? So clearly we go with the age look. That spells or speaks to Reimagined. You have that here. You also have it nicely on the heel tab, and then that makes the Nike Air super pronounced. What I want to talk about as well is the tongue. So the tongue from the front, you actually don't see the red showing, even though on the back they have used red cushioning on the inside. There's actually white around the heel as well. So this is something that I believe done on the OGs and some other releases of this version. You've had the red showing. On the eyelets, you have that vintage intentional yellowing detail as well. And then you see that clear outsole, that Air Jordan 3 outsole that we would traditionally see. So all in all, and definitely take a look at the B-roll, a very clean pair of sneakers to say the least. Now let's talk about the Air Jordan 3 in comparison to the Air Jordan 1. So with the Air Jordan 1 release, you know, they maybe played into the vintage vibes of it all a little bit more. Aged midsole, you actually had cracked leather on the upper, and then on the heel, they really went for it with the look of the sneaker being aged, along with the storytelling of the sneaker. I think they scaled it back on the Air Jordan 3. You don't really have that cracked leather approach. You just have sort of the vintage hits on the midsole as well as on the heel. So that's definitely a little bit of a difference. Now let me bring into play the fire red Air Jordan 3 that released and didn't get as much love as I think these are getting. So as you can see, the cement pattern is done a little differently. It almost seems a little bit more potent on the fire red. You know, they got the Nike Air in the back, and then the tongue is definitely done a little bit differently, but you can't see it as well. The perforations on the heel leather and all that is similar, but clearly they went into the age look to give you the reimagined vibes on this 3. And then why not, for another comparison, because we got them, bringing in the Alma Maniere Air Jordan 3, because I think these are definitely banger 3s. For my own personal top 5 list, I might slap the Alma Maniere 3 in there. And now seeing this sneaker, I've never had it in the past, so this is my first time owning a version of it, as was my first time with the Lost and Founds. But I think this is, to a lot of sneakerheads, their favorite sneaker, their favorite Jordan, their favorite 3 for sure. But I thought that in this conversation, why not add all of them? What do you all think? Which sneaker, which Air Jordan 3 is the best out of all 3 of these? So now that you've seen the up close and personal look, we have a few questions for you. Definitely drop a comment in the comment section. First question is, would you like us to do a wear testing video of the sneaker to show how it holds up and even how to style the sneaker? And our second question is, would you want us to talk about all the upcoming reimagined sneakers? We actually do a series called Soul Series, where we do a longer format sort of video just breaking down a hot topic in sneakers. And we were thinking, should we talk about all the reimagined sneakers that are about to release? There are some heat sneakers rumored to release, and we kind of want to talk about them. I think this year could be a standout year because this is happening in March and there are more sneakers to come. We have some rumors of some very dope pairs. So let's see how this year shakes out compared to other years. I wish you all the best of luck on release date on March 11th. Make sure you're upping your activity on the sneakers app if that's where you're going. Enter all the raffles you can. We'll put some of them in our description of the video, and get ready, 10 a.m. Eastern time, March 11th, the white cement Air Jordan 3s. Until next time, y'all, peace.